What's going on, people? It's Glenn and Cameron, founder of Hustlers Kung Fu and Hustlers Kung Fu University, Hustle Camp, and all that jazz. Today, we're going to start this live stream a little differently. We're going to start with the announcements and things that are coming up so that for those of you who come in early and dip, you will already know what's happening. All right, so the first thing that we're going to address in December, I am going to have a special business boot camp, but there's some qualifiers. And essentially, I'll go over the qualifiers and tell you what's going to happen. Number one, you must have a business. Number two, you must have a website. You must have an LLC. You must have business checking. You must have made at least $75,000. So if you are not in that, if you must have you must have all five of those things. And if you haven't done that, then this offer will not be open to you. There will be some special coaching for business owners only. Not, I want to be a business owner, but business owners. And it's going to be a special project. It's going to be like $1,500 to $2,500. All right, that's the first thing. And if you're a business owner and you want to be part of this, because it's going to be teaching you how to sell one-on-one, getting on the phone, walking through your business, looking through all the stuff, but you must have an established business. Number two, no, I'm going to do that a little later. Let's see. December 28th, I'm having another live event. And I'll talk about it some more, but essentially you must have a camera. And, if you want to do videos that you don't show your face, no, you can't come. I need people who want to do regular YouTube videos. So you must have a camera, you must have a computer, you must have editing software, and a tripod. But that will be December 28th to 29th. If you're a member of Hustle Camp, you can come. Now, once again, everybody that was a member of Hustle Camp before November 20th gets Hustle Camp and Hustlers University. If you came in on the 20th or after, you're only getting Hustle Camp. So we got that out the way. And let's see. Let's talk about some new stuff that's coming. I think I can access this. I think I can. And then after we get through with the announcements, we'll get into the business credit stuff because I checked up on something and you're going to want to know about it. All right. So we're getting, is it? I don't know. Well, there it is. That's kind of it. That's the beginning of the Hustlers Kung Fu University t-shirt design. I'm going to do some very special stuff with that. Very, very special because I'm going to do another offer in December, and it's going to be very, very special, and it's going to include that t-shirt. So you want to be part of that. Speaking of t-shirts, let me get into it. Let me show you a little something. All right. This week, the shirts should be in. I was told that they should be in this week as we had a long conversation. Part of what I'm breaking down the Hustler Kung Fu brand into is Hustlers Kung Fu Life Skills, which will remain a constant. Hustlers Kung Fu Marketing Dojo, which will be more of advanced stuff. And Hustlers Kung Fu University, which will be the t-shirt website. Now, it is live, and if you want to order, I'm going to tell you, you can order the Fat Cats hoodie. You can order that. You can order that now. This should ship Thursday or Friday of this week. So you can go ahead. Now, I'm telling you, you can order the Hustle Camp, but Hustle Camp Primal Drive t-shirt will be available December. Probably December 17th. I think that's when it's going to be ready. Now, here's the beauty of this. And, this is what I call launch week. So right now, the prices are pretty reasonable. After launch week, depending, I'm going to test it. The price of the hoodies and stuff are going to go up to probably The shirt would be like $50. The hoodie would be 75. So this is kind of like the discounting of the shirts and stuff. And during the regular time, and I'm going to tell you why I'm doing this, that there will be people who will pay 50 and 75 bucks for these shirts. I know they will, and we're going to get better and better and better, but it is taking a while. And one of the things I'm going to do in Hustle is More Than a Word is I'm going to do the t-shirt business first, because some stuff went down with Amazon. And if you're an Amazon seller, you can probably confirm this. There's a lot of sellers, their sales are down 30 to 40%, and it's Q4. Why are their sales down 30 to 40%? Because Amazon's positioning their products and services above these other sellers. And I think it's going to get worse. So I'm going to still do the Amazon FBA thing. It's just I'm going to be more strategic. I'm going to be way different on how it's going to do it. So the first business model that we're going to break apart is the apparel market. There's thousands of t-shirts out there and the apparel companies and stuff. And I'm going to teach you how I'm doing mine and compare and contrast to other ones. So look for that. Okay, let's see. I think we've got all of this stuff ahead. And to be in the know, and I'm going to stress this really clearly, you want to go below the video and give me your number. The people who are on the text notification squad get the best deals. The best deals. And I should say, yes, the text notification squad will be for live streams. And I will also be selling you something. If you don't want to be sold to, if you just want the quote free content, the free information, just subscribe to the channel and miss out on the awesome and incredible deals. It's your choice, Playboy, because that's how we roll around here. So we got that out the way first. Yes, so Hustlers Kung Fu, we got that out the way. Got the t-shirts out the way. And all the links are below. And the live creating video that makes you money December 20th, 29th. So, all right. Let me get out of there. And, oops. I forgot to do it. Hold on. I'm going to National Bank of Omaha. All right, so let me get out of here. Let me go back here. All right, yesterday, I don't remember his name, but I want to say thanks to the contributor in the chat room on his secured card. So let's get to, let's go here. All right, I actually call these people today, and it is a legitimate card. They actually give you a little bit more money. So if you put down $2,000, they give you $2,200. So if you put down $4,500, you have a $5,000 credit limit. $5,000 is a pivotal benchmark. We'll talk about that. But there is a little got you or gank with this card. I called up the customer service. They had to transfer me around, and I asked the magical questions. The magical questions are very important, and she used a very specific phrase with me. She says, when your credit score can support the conversion, it will happen. And I asked her twice, and just like, okay, what does that mean? And she just kept saying, when your credit score is, I asked her, what is the credit score that's needed? Wells Fargo, for you to get a business credit card, you need a minimum of 600. So she's like, well, they don't tell us that. So I'm going to say you probably need 6 something. I will look into it some more, but probably a minimum of 600 just to get the card. And you're probably going to need 680 for it to convert. Now let's talk about the conversion process. You get this card. What you're going to also need to do, and let's go out of here, because if you can get that card, you can also get, let's see, hold on. All right, where the heck is it? There we go. You're going to want to get this card. If you can get the secured card, more than likely you can get this card. If you're going to use this bank, get the secured business edition card first. Try to You want to be at 5,000 because 5,000 is the benchmark. If you go in at a low limit, then anything that you get once your card converts is going to be at that low limit. So instead of having one credit card with a $10,000 limit, you're going to have like five little cards with $2,000 and $3,000 limits. And that's no bono. So what you want to do to work the First National Bank angle is to supply and get the secured credit card, ramp it up to 5,000, and also get their personal secured Visa. And you want to get that up to 5,000. Now, the thing is, you're going to get this Visa and you're going to use it like once a month to get some gas, and you're going to immediately pay it off for a whole year. You're not, your money's going to be locked up. Yes, it is. They say that they will probably, I have a feeling they probably will give you maybe a limit or increase, but you want the $5,000 limit. You don't want to use this card that much because the business credit card is not going to raise your FICO unless they report to your personal. And I have a feeling that they don't, but they could. But this one will report to your personal. So this will raise your score literally 60 to 100 points, depending on how bad your credit profile is. And you want to do the double bang because that business credit card is not going to convert into your FICO as whatever magical number that they have. And I'm going to peg it at probably 680 because 680 is considered good credit. I mean, everyone's like 700, but you got 685, 695. You can buy a house and you can get a good rate. So that's how you play that game. And once again, I want to say thanks to a contributor for bringing this card to our attention because it's a nifty product. It's really nifty because they give you a little bit more when you put your deposit down. Also, be ready for your money to be locked up for she said 3 weeks. So it's probably going to take them 3 weeks to get you the card after you're approved. But I think it's a win. I think it's something you can do. But if you just do like this $300 limit stuff, this little limit stuff, you're not really going to build a robust credit profile. You'll have a good looking score, but the thing is, they're looking at, going back to my video, how to get $100,000 credit limit when you have poor credit, because he has the ability to pay more. He's getting a higher credit limit and a better interest rate than people rocking 750, because there's a lot of people with 700 and 750 and they can only get like $5,000 limit. I mean, it's called an exposure limit. They're not giving these people a lot of extra credit because they know that they can't pay them back. Those days where grandma had like $150,000 in credit limits where they just raised her credit limit area, they knew that these people were more cautious. They knew these people actually managed their credit much better. So that's the thing. All right, so let me come out of here and we're going to talk about some more business credit related issues. And then we're going to get into Q&A. All right, so what's up, Diana? What's up, Johnny Walton? What's up, Catherine? What's up, Lucifer? I am well. Let's see. What's up, Baruch? DJ Quinn. Baroque winners definitely need help with sales. Expect you to deal on every time. That's funny. Let's see. Yes, trending business. The Kung Fu is strong. Yo, like, what's up? We're representing. All right, let's see. Miss Monique, thank you. Great business advice. All right, Geo Midget, what's going on? Certified Sounds, what is up? Now, here's another thing about building business credit the right way. I'm going to stick to my conventions and I'm going to give it to you straight. You need to start a business. You need to do your LLC. You need to start making some money, some moolah, some cash, some loot before you get off into the deep business credit building. Now, there's a lot of things you can do. You can set up your LLC, get your EIN, set up your business checking, and get a few accounts like someone had mentioned the other day. Thanks you, Catherine. Miss Monique, to your knowledge, can this same approach be taken with a bank we have our business accounts with already, like Bank of America? Bank of America is a little funky. Bank of America has a, let's go, let's see what they have. This is what we're doing. So let's see. All right, let's get to Bank of America. Because the thing is, these financial institutions are always changing their product mix around. I know that Bank of America used to have a secured credit card with a $10,000 limit. I don't know is that, let's see. Let's go to small business. Let's see if they have a view all credit cards. Let's see. What do we have here? This is not going to let me. Okay. They're showing a lot of credit cards. Let's see. Compare popular cash rewards. All right. So let's just do this because it seems to be kind of buried. Yeah. Wow, that's a popular term. All right. Help build your credit. Now, this kind of bites. They got you right under that $5,000 limit. I don't know why they're doing that. So they no longer offer the $10,000 limit. So you can get a personal. Let's go to Bank of America. Secured business. Wow, a lot of people are looking for this. I don't think that they have. Let's see what we have. This is asset-based stuff, like you put up a piece of property or something. Look at this: minimum 2 years in business under existing ownership, minimum $250,000 a year. See, so I don't think they have a secured business credit card, so that's not going to work for them. You can get the personal, that will help, but I'm doing this, to give you real time information because, like, a lot of stuff has changed. Johnny, I've got a course on that. Erica Watson, is it better to use a credit union or traditional bank? It really depends upon your situation. There are some, like Delta Credit Union. If you're in the state of Georgia, you can get a Delta Credit Union account. And Delta Credit Union has personal as well as business stuff. So it just depends. A Bull, is it better to switch from a sole prop to LLC for detailing business for better perks and to build credit? Yes. What about PNC? Ask better questions, Geo Midget. I think I know what you're going at, but I want to be clear versus repeating myself. All right, so let's see. And I'm not making any offers or any deals or anything during this. The only thing that will come into play is, let me just, you can order a t-shirt. Now, once again, while y'all get y'all questions together, Fat Cat Secrets should ship Thursday or Friday of this week. So you can do that, or you can get that. And let's see. Yeah, I got the shirt, the hoodie. And Primo Drive is not going to ship until December. So if you want to order that and reserve it, because I'm going to leave those prices the same, but it's not going to ship for a while. Well, about 2 weeks. Yeah, because it takes 10 days, and I got to get this first batch, and then I'm going to put in the order for the Hustle Camp. Plus, I'm going to do some other stuff. So let's see Have y'all come up with any questions, any good questions? Because, like, ask questions that are solid. Really think about your questions. MVP, if you have a C corporations, for instance, 5 DBAs tied to it, will that help you attain more business credit let me tell you what banks look at. Banks look at overall revenue. So if you've got 5 DBAs tied to it and you're not making a lot of money, no, that ain't gonna help you. Miss Monique, sure. Miss Monique, wow, that was a great real-time walkthrough, but I have a question. If my business is an LLC and the objective is to keep money separate, why does personal credit influence business credit? That's a great question, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. All right, you're seeing all this stuff. Get business credit with no PG. You can get a lot of vendor credit, which is Staples, Quills, Ulines, no PG, no Social Security. You can get that all day long. You can get gas cards. So you can get a lot of business credit with no PG. But when it comes to MasterCards, Visas, unsecured cash lines of credit, they're going to check your personal credit. Now, they may not make you, they're probably going to make you PG it, and they're going to check your personal credit. So your personal credit needs to be strong. Trying to separate some of the hocus pocus from facts. One, you can get up to $1 million in vendor credit with no PG and no EIN, no Social Security given. Let's say you own a steel company and you had this credit account set up with AB Steel. And AB Steel's like, yeah, we'll give you $1 million worth of steel on credit. You got 30, 40, 50 days to pay. That's $1 million credit line. No PG, no Social Security, but you can only get steel. Anytime that you're going to get an unsecured financial product such as a Visa, a MasterCard, or a line of credit that you can go out and write a check and withdraw cash, they are going to check your personal credit unless you have a 20, maybe a 10, 20, let's just say 20 to 30-year-old corporation with a lot of tax forms. You got a 30-year-old corporation, you've been making money for 30 years, yes, you can get a business MasterCard, business American Express with no PG, no Social Security, because if it's a 30-year-old corporation, there's a lot of different officers. They're not going to pin it on one person, but you got to have the 20 to 30-year corporation. Bank of America sucks. Erica, many small banks can create secured business credit cards. Once they decline at my small bank loan officer, put $1,000 to secure business credit is yours. The Wild Jones personal guarantee. That means you're on the hook. There's a lot of small banks who can do whatever they want. A lot of them just don't want to deal with, quote, the subprime market, which is if you're getting secured credit cards, you're in the subprime market, and they just don't want to deal with those folks. All right, sure, good deal, Miss O'Neek. Yeah, I mean, because the thing is, like, the bank looks at your ability to repay. I was having this conversation with my banker. I was in the bank. I was getting the cash to pay cash for Thor, and she was just saying, she's like real cool, and she's open, and she's just like, so many business owners come in here and they're looking for loans and stuff, and they expense everything. So they'll say they make $500,000, but they expense everything down where they only have like $50,000 in net profit, reportable income, and that's what they're going to base that loan on. Because she looks at me like I'm a unicorn. She's like, this is like, because I remember I went in there and she's like, "When are you getting this for? I'm buying a car. You paying cash for a car?" Mm-hmm. In the business name. Oh, so you got to understand that there is the hustler porn, and there's information that is valid, but it's wrapped up in hustler porn, which makes it invalid. Because the thing is, let's talk about $250,000 in business credit, no PG, no Social Security given, no number given, right? That's real. But what they don't tell you is often that is vendor credit or that is a collateral back credit. Like, so let's say you start an LLC, you go ahead and you get your trade lines together and you want to buy a truck, like the gentleman that was here yesterday. You could probably walk into a truck dealership, put down your corporate papers, put down some income, and walk out with a truck financed in the name of the business. But why would they do that? Because you are not buying a truck unless you're going to do some trucking. You're not just going to buy a truck to ball out like, look, I mean, I got this Kenworth over here. You buying that truck because you're a driver. You're going to be making money. That's a very low risk loan. They're going to do that all day. So that's one of the things that happens when you have hustler porn that's wrapped around the truth, but it's like when you start going down to the nuggets of it, it's like because you'll see there's so many videos talking about business credit, and they're not lying to you. They're just not explaining very clearly the difference between vendor credit, unsecured credit such as MasterCard, Visa, and also if you lie on these credit applications and they find out, you can't bankrupt out of that. I mean, they will dog you until you dead. They coming after you. They will sue you. This is a whole nother game because the numbers just go up because the average business credit card starts at 10,000, and most of them are like 50. You get to American Express. You got a nice small company. You got 10 people with the credit card. Let's say you do about 5 million a year. I mean, your exposure limit on that credit card may be 500,000 because you got so many people on it. So that's just some stuff you need to know. Ask Chris Trace. Just left client meeting. On my way back to the office. Downtown Fort Lauderdale. Close the client meeting for next week. Pharma company needs a retirement plan. Boom on the hustle. Congratulations. Now, there are many people who are trying to use business credit to fill in the gaps of bad personal credit. And let me tell you what the fallacy is with that. Let's say you have bad personal credit because you don't have really good money management skills. So you go out and you get business credit. What do you think's going to happen to that business credit in less than 6 months? It's going to be bad. You're going to not pay. You're not going to keep up with stuff. You're going to have some late pays. And so your personal credit's jacked and your business credit's jacked. What you need to do if you have personal bad credit is get to the root of your problems and just start making deals and fix your credit. Because the process is cathartic. I've gone through it. And you just don't make those same bad decisions again. Because, the way that I am giving you this information, the way that I'm talking to you, I know I'm not going to get a lot of views because I'm telling the truth, because people don't want to hear that. People want scams. They want some secret handshake Illuminati stuff where, a dude who's making 35K can get like 100 grand in business credit, but he doesn't have the ability to repay. And once again, we've walked down this road before. Like, if you have no experience marketing, no experience selling, no experience closing deals, and you go out and get a bunch of business credit and start a business, it is going to fail. That's just it. And then now your bad credit, your personal credit is bad, your business credit is bad, and now you have even more problems. What's up, Tasha? Sharing this video so they can cuss you out, hustler boy. Well, no, I mean, that's the reality, because one of the things that you got to do and you got to understand is cash flow in building a business. And hustle is more than a word. I'm going to show you my t-shirt business, show you how the money I'm making, because it's already profitable. It's already profitable. And we're going to be shipping out our first shipment, and we'll talk about that. You're funny, Diana. Leslie, actually going to make a phone call about getting a truck under my brand new trucking business, but the problem is I don't have a business credit. You don't have any business credit built up on this. All right, Leslie, get a little deeper. Do you have an LLC? How long has it been in business? How much money are you making? Do you have a job? Because, see, we're getting deep and we're cutting the onion deep because you ask a question and I don't know the background, so I can give you an answer that can be factually wrong based upon your circumstances. What's up, Michael? And something else that I'm doing. A lot of you guys are hitting me up on my Facebook page in the DMs. If you want to ask me questions, because I feel that this is abundantly fair, you need to show up for a live stream and ask your question then. And what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to get on a text notification list, and that's going to be my response to all your questions because it's gotten to be kind of crazy. I mean, I got someone who's hit me up on my Facebook page, hit me up on my personal page, hit me on the business page, hit me up on Instagram. I'm like, no. So, that should have been in the updates. But if you want to ask a question, and I will work with you, answer your questions, you need to show up at a live stream because I think this is abundantly fair. Ms. Monique, let's say you start with the secured business cards and a long-term objective to expand the business credit for focus on building companies' cash outside the cards. What you should do, and I'm going to explain what I did with Mac Daddy Media. I started Mac Daddy Media with 4 clients. I didn't even have a corporation. I didn't have a website. You need to focus. You need to make it your mission to get money in your business, because then everything else gets so much easier. Because if you're trying to, let's say your business model is somewhat flawed, and then you go out and get business credit and you got cash to throw at this flawed business, but you're ultimately not going to get the results that you need. So go back to the basics. Sell, baby, sell, baby, sell, baby, sell. Because I started Mac Daddy Media with no business credit, but I know how to sell. Because if you know how to sell, and I want you to hear me, you can make money and have no money. Let me say that again. If you know how to sell, you can make money, have no, you don't even have to have a product if you know how to sell. No product, no money, just, I closed 4 people on $50K a month. And I am so glad that is over because that was brutal. That was killing me. Let's see, Tasha James, how can debt income for my personal credit? All right, so you're caught in the boogaboo of student loans. This is a hard one. I'm not going to tell you that there's going to be any easy solution here. First thing you got to do is you got to create a side business, and you got to create up your income. That should be mandate number 1. Side business, second job, well, side business, because you will create more income from a business than you will from a job. That's your situation. I was dead. Well, no, you're here, so that's cool. Have an LLC for the past 4 months. Okay, so that's a baby LLC. Most banks and lending institutions wants to see at least 2 years and file taxes. I still work full-time, $50K a year, also in the home healthcare field. And I do have $40K in business credit. What do you mean you have $40K? Do you have business credit cards? Do you have open lines of credit? Leslie. So that's to you, because what you're going to run into if you try to get any more business credit, because I'm going to take it your 40K business credit is under your FICO, and those are also PG because they're using your income from your job and they're using your social security number. Business insurance, it just depends. State Farm can be quite crappy. I went in there and we went through the whole process, paid them for the year, and then they denied my claim, so I had to go out with someone else. Smitty Boyle 07, that just popped in. Question is business credit. All right. Let me say this again. I'm going to ask you to come back and watch the whole video because I answered that question, and it's starting to get old because one of the things that I've noticed is a lot of you people who are in Hustle Camp do not watch these videos, and you come up and ask a question that I've answered 30, 40, 50 times. So what I'm going to start doing is saying, look, Watch the whole video again, and you'll get your answer. Oh yeah, I knew it was credit cards. Miss Monique Bill. So we should be looking to pay off student loans to improve credit. It depends. If you're just coming out of college and your student loans are like six figures, that's going to be hard. But if you got 10, 15, 20, $30,000 in student loans, yeah, you should be trying to pay those off. Ask Chris Trades. I got a promotional card. Yeah, Chase has been doing that. 450. I went to the bank. They pre-approved me for a $3,000 credit. What kind of what's your income like? Because $3,000 is a very low limit. Yeah, see, you're kind of caught up in that low credit card limit thing. Let's say you have really good credit, right? Let's say you have 720, 730, and you go to the bank, they pre-approve you for $3,000. Your score is like solid. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But your income is a problem. Or you may run up into an internal exposure limit. Because if you want, let me see, how can I say this? In 1987, I was an E4 in the Army, and I got a Citibank credit card for $3,000. There's definitely something that is going on with either your income or something, because you need higher limits than that. And the reason that you need higher limits, how does credit work? When you use it, they go ahead and reduce your credit score, right? So let's say you want to rotate 30 grand a month on your credit cards. You need credit limits of about 100 to 150,000, where your credit score stays high in case you need to get more credit, but you still can use that 30 grand and it doesn't ding your score. But if you've got $35,000 in credit cards and you use 30,000, your score is going to be in the 600s because you're maxed out. Let's see. Okay. So what you want to do, and let's talk about, going back to why personal credit. Oh, student loans. Okay. I knew it was some because those just low limits. This is what you need to do. If let's say you have good credit, or let's say you like 680 to 720. What you need to do is to reduce as much debt, paying off your highest interest rate credit cards first, because they're killing you, and get to the point where your situation is manageable. Because what's going to happen during this next recession that's coming is they're going to jack up your interest rates on all that debt that you're carrying, and it's going to be very, very high. Miss, my income isn't a problem, but my student loans are definitely a roadblock to really improving my score. How much student loan debt do you have? 20,000, 30,000, 40,000? Ask Chris Trades. Let's see. I want to hold off for now in 6 months and then try and consolidate it all to get big credit cards. How many of these cards do you have with Chase? If you got two or three of them with Chase, you can consolidate now. Here's the funny thing about Chase. Chase will deny you for a credit limit increase, but they will give you another card with twice the limit. It's weird. I don't know what it is, but that's how they operate. Anita D. Need to register my LLC. I had an EIN for 3 years and having a hard time getting around renting office space to register my LLC. State of Florida says it cannot be. All right, Anita D, this is what you can do. You can use your address. You can use a friend's address, because a lot of people, a lot of states are getting really, really tough on this, and banks are getting tough on this. It's got to be a physical location. So you can use your, let's do this. Go to a business and say, look, I'll pay you 20, 30 bucks a month. You just let me use your address to receive my mail. Once you get the the LLC and stuff, then you go in and do a change order to the state of whatever address you want, and that usually works. That's the way around that. 6 figures of student loan debt. Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. You got to attack that hard because it's going to be following you around forever. Okay. All right, so let's see. Where are we with this? Because I'm trying to keep. Oh man, I've went all the way over. Dang it! All right, so I'm getting ready to wrap this up. I'll be back tomorrow. Now, what I want you guys to do, and I'm gonna say it really slowly. Let's go here. All right. So, if you want one of the Hustlers Kung Fu shirts, there's Hustlers Kung Fu Fat Cat Secrets. You can get those. Those are shipping this week, Thursday, Friday. And Primal Drive, that's shipping like later. I'm just letting you know. That's going to ship mid-December. And then once I think I can get into my gram here. I think I can. Let's see. Okay. A little booty. Okay. So this is going to be, I'll talk about this more tomorrow, but this is going to be a very special project and it's going to be a very, very special offer. But this dragon is going to be dope. So go here, cop a shirt. We'll mail them out this week. Fat Cat Secrets Blackout Edition, shirt or the hoodie. Shipping's $4.99 regardless of how many shirts you order. And be sure to subscribe. Be sure to comment after this renders and give me your phone number because I made a decision. The email list is going the same way that it went before. And as soon as I can, I am closing that MailChimp account and I will be operating off the text notification list only. I know I got people in different countries where it doesn't work. I feel for you, but it's just not enough for me to just keep digging around with this email thing because it's just not working the way that it used to. It still works. There's a lot of people still making a bunch of money with email, but I am going to focus on building the text notification squad list. So if you're not on it, you need to get on it because when I offer all of this stuff, the business boot camp, the t-shirt, all the best deals go through that. And if you're not on it, you're going to miss out and you're going to miss out big. All right. So I want to thank you for joining me today. I will check you guys out later because I've stayed too long. I did not mean it, but we're having good conversation, right? So let's see. Where the heck is it? There we go. All right. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I will be doing another live stream probably around 2. So if you want to be notified of when that happens, get on the text notification list. Peace.